So, what is it about Philadelphia that keeps you going? What do you like playing here?
I definitely, like I said, I like the tradition. Like, there's a lot of great musicians and older musicians, so you really can take advantage. There's a lot to be learned from playing with them, and there's a good scene. There's really good players. I mean, people say because we're so close to New York that maybe it suffers a little bit, just in that it's not as big as it could be. Like, for example, Chicago is kind of out there in the Midwest, so it's, you know, it's like its own center, but we're so close between Washington and New York. But there's some really great players here, and just the vibe of the city is nice. It's a little bit more laid back maybe, and you know, it's not as insane, and it's also just cost of living is a little bit better. So those gigs, you know, the gigs pay the same in New York, but your rent is twice what it is here, so maybe you're not as harrowed when you're out playing.
Yeah.
So. Well, the scene is still around. There's a lot of musicians, but you know, we play in small clubs. You know, if you've been to one of the couple jazz clubs in Philly, or even there's places around where they have jazz a couple days a week, or have a jam session on a certain night, and there's a lot of organ still happening in some of those spots. So, you know, you get a very nice mix of, you know, young people, white, black, you know, everyone that's into the music.
So, do you feel like the scene is like still going strong, or you think it's declining? Or
yeah, definitely. Because, you know, now I've been out of school for a while and just playing, but there's always new people showing up, and you know, someone's I never heard of, you know, or I'll go out and hear someone just, you know, killing people that just showed up. So I think, you know, people might not agree with that, just because, you know, music is so commercial now, and like the business part of it, with definitely the gap is growing on that aspect, but I think it's still thriving. A lot of people want to make music.
Never having lived in the city, I came into the project with a preconceived notion that there weren't many places where jazz musicians actually played in the city. However, while doing research for this project, I found that this was not the case. How would you persuade people who haven't like really gotten into this to come out and see you guys? Like,
well, I would just say it's a lot of fun. I mean, like, if you see us play, like, we're having a great time when we're playing, and you know, that should definitely make an effect on you, as well as the music. Like, people maybe are a little afraid of jazz because they don't listen to it or haven't heard it because they think maybe it's a little too crazy or random, or you need to there's something that you need to know. But as long as it has that grooving, like swinging fundamental thing underneath it, even if something else you think is you're missing or whatever, like, you can enjoy it from that visceral level. Like, if you go in to a jazz show and it's not like we're making you want to move or stop your feet a little bit, then they're probably, you know, there's something wrong with that band. So I would tell people, like, it's a lot of fun, like, we're having a great time playing, and that'll be infectious, and it'll just feel good, you know. It's a spiritual music, uplifting music. Yeah.
although jazz is not nearly as popular as it was several decades ago, I feel that the jazz scene in Philly is still going strong and will still be around for many years to come.